Here to come on the 4th episode of Lubbock ISD Today, we take our way to HEB, where they donated generously to the AgriSTEM program.
Well, I think it's most important that we're kind of focusing in on the labs that you have here, exciting things that we're doing in there and giving these kids real life scenarios on the equipment and what they're doing to the agriculture and the opportunities that they have to serve in the real life scenarios.
We also got a view into the honorary graduation of our own health program students, watching them celebrate a time-honored tradition.
Step is clinicals, so we get to go to both Covenant and United and work in like a real pharmacy setting. I'm quite excited.
Plus, we listen in on the 40th year of the band extravaganza. Also, are you tuned in? Because Jaden Lopez is, and he is ready to cover all of the fun news all around. In gameplay, our swimming and diving team take to the water and come back home victorious. This with more, and more to come later on the 4th edition of Lubbock ISD Today.
To the 4th episode of Lubbock ISD Today. I'm Elena Lucero, a junior from Monterey High School.
And I'm Aubrey Noble, another junior from Monterey. And Elena, I can't believe that we're on our 4th episode. I think we're really nailing this show.
That's right, and today we have more incredible news from our school district to share with you. And we start with a significant donation from HEB to our new AgriSTEM program. The HEB Tournament of Champions and HEB in general loves what Lubbock ISD is offering to our students at AgriSTEM Complex and want to invest in our students and their futures.
We are so excited to be partnering with you guys today. Very exciting that the new building has now opened up, and we are honored to present $25,000 in support of what you guys have going on here. So many amazing programs that we're going to offer these students, real life scenarios, getting them ready for the workforce is something that we're very passionate about. Well, I think it's most important that we're kind of focusing in on the labs that you have here, exciting things that we're doing in there and giving these kids real life scenarios on the equipment and what they're doing to the agriculture and the opportunities that they have to serve in the real life scenario. So the lab program is something that we're very particular on. However, anything that we can do to help make the process successful for the students is what we're aiming to do.
Thank you to HEB for that huge contribution to our district.
For sure. And here to come at the Byron Martin Advanced Technology Center, students from our health program celebrate a huge milestone in their career with a unique health tradition. As you see here, family and friends gathering in our lecture hall to celebrate the students. These students are from our CNA, Farm Tech, and PCT programs, all that had the chance to participate in the scroll pinning ceremony, and it was a day that our students will not forget.
It's quite an honor. I love the medical field, and so to be able to have something that's a part of that is a really big deal. I think more people should do it. I think they should take advantage of it, especially since it's not something that's offered everywhere. I feel like this is a really big blessing for LISD to have.
Now isn't that cool? Maybe we should have our own suit ceremony for the class.
Oh, I don't know about that, but it was cool for them. Speaking of cool things, Tuesday was a fun night for our musically talented students. It was a fun-filled night with students from all our high schools and middle schools playing their instruments. The night even included the LCU band, as well as the impressive Goin' Band from Raiderland. Now, if you missed the evening, don't worry. We streamed the whole event of the band extravaganza on our Lubbock ISD YouTube channels. You will find all the great moments from the night right there.
To switch from a loud and proud band event to a loud and proud school, screaming with school pride.
3, 2, 1, action!
As you can see here, the Lady Warriors had their annual homecoming pep rally where the students went all out. They painted their faces, jeans, and screamed until their hearts were content just to get the volleyball team hyped for their homecoming match against the Olton Phillies. You gotta love these fun school traditions.
You do love it. And over at Hodges Elementary, their third graders got to experience the Global Music and Dance program from the Texas Tech Global Outreach Program. Music and dance have been used for generations as a form of social interaction in which people celebrate customs, express emotions, explain relationships, and pass down oral traditions. This program explores the music and dance traditions of various regions of the world.
I think cultural diversity is such an important learning aspect within a child's life. It broadens their perspective, and not everything happens in Lubbock. That doesn't mean that it's not important and there's not other human beings. It makes the world more human.
You may remember a quest to find the fearless leaders in the school district. Today, we're excited to share more about the stories we've found. First up, we're headed to Roscoe Wilson, where the assistant principal is taking strides for her teachers. Sarah Rose has the story.
Roscoe Wilson has a legacy of leadership, including rock and roll legend Buddy Holly. But perhaps the true leaders are those inspiring a new generation. We caught up with assistant principal Becca Hurin to learn more about her role at this IB school.
Unlike any other school that I've ever been at, relationship building is huge. Our staff is incredible. Our teachers truly create classroom families that students feel safe and loved and cared for, and that's what is the foundation of them being able to learn and do well in class.
Building that foundation between students and teachers first requires trust between teachers and their admin.
When I'm in their classroom, I'm there to support and help. It's not to judge if they're having a bad day. That's okay. We all have bad days, but to be able to support and care for them. And so I hope that they feel that care and love. I really work hard to just listen and care. I've been at schools where it's been hard to get support from administration, and so that's actually one of the things that I'm passionate about is supporting teachers.
Above all else, assistant principal Hurin finds joy in the journey, but not just her own.
And we don't see the growth that we've made, and so getting to be able to go to a teacher and say, look at all this growth that you've made, look at where you were in this area and how far you've come in this area is really exciting. And same thing with a student, because we can tend to be really hard on ourselves and not recognize that growth, and so being able to recognize and celebrate with people is why I love my job.
For Lubbock ISD TV, this is Sarah Rose reporting.
I love how dedicated our leaders are to taking care of our teachers. It was so much fun to put a spotlight on those who might not be recognized.
It really was, and we aren't done yet, because still to come on this edition of Lubbock ISD Today, we head over to the gameplay with Sierra. It was a big weekend for our swim and dive teams, and Sierra will have all of the details coming up soon.
But first, we continue our tour around Lubbock ISD as we check out more of our elementary campuses. And are you tuned in? Jaden has all the trending news coming up.
So stick with us as we have more coming after this short break.
With Lubbock ISD TV, our fans can always check out the highlights of all of our shows and sports broadcasts by following our social media. Superfans can even get more access by watching live streams, video on demand, and more on our website and the Lubbock ISD YouTube channel. And for the fanatics who still can't get enough of Lubbock ISD TV, we have uncut footage of Rainin punching buttons on the director's board just for you. Keep up to date with all the things Lubbock ISD TV on all of our platforms.
Wait, how long have you been here?
It takes hard work, dedication, courage, and passion to be a United States of America military member. All the wars fought and all the tears shedded, we want to say thank you. Thank you for your service, thank you for your sacrifice, and thank you for our freedom.
Let's get rolling, Caesar. Come on, Caesar, you can't keep up? Okay, Caesar, I promise that was the last time.
Come on, man.
Come on, man. Let's get on the road and tell some stories.
Catch all the on-the-road stories running every day on Lubbock ISD TV.
Welcome back to the show with your host, Elena Lucero, and myself, Aubrey Noble. Weather with Lincoln Oglesby. Tuned in with Jane Lopez. And sports with Sierra Davila. Now, back to the desk as we continue the 4th episode of Lubbock ISD Today.
And with that, we welcome you back to Lubbock ISD Today. And Aubrey, I still can't get over how great you sounded on that package.
Thanks. It was one of my favorite parts of doing the show, for sure.
You always nail it. Let's head over to one of my favorite things, learning more about the incredible people at our schools.
So, we head over to Waters Elementary. Myself and James Pennington have this story.
Waters Elementary, home of the Patriots. Here, their mission is to focus on every child, every day.
I think here at Waters, we really care about the kids, and we really try to make relationships with the kids and understand what each individual child needs.
At Waters, they are making the next generation of fearless leaders.
I think a leader should have qualities such as passion. They need to have a passion for what they do, and definitely setting an example to all others around them, because if you are a leader, then you're passionate about something, and specifically in this job, we have to be passionate about children and education and furthering them in their education.
This is James Pennington.
Aubrey Noble,
signing off.
Now, we take a look into the home of the Owls.
Miller Elementary is one of our newest campuses and one of most of us drive by every day.
Our very own Diego and Lincoln have the story.
Miller Elementary is one of the few campuses with an A rating in Lubbock, Texas. Students, staff, and parents all play a huge role in the success of the school.
We work really hard to build a culture of success, but also through that, just a community of all working together, just a school community. So that involves the parents and all of the teachers and all of the students, and everybody realizing that we all play a part in the success of our school.
As we were walking around the school, you could tell everybody shared the same goal and wanted to be there. Teachers take pride in student success, which plays into their mission statement, empowering and transforming lives. Principal Kelly Archer says their community is one of the bigger reasons the Owls have been a successful campus. She is very thankful that the community has such a big presence since Miller's opening and her time as the principal. From Lubbock ISD TV, I'm Diego Molinar.
Great work by Diego and Lincoln. Miller is lucky to have such an incredible principal.
You love to see it. Learning more about the Owls was such a hoot.
Hey, speaking of a good time, Jaden is standing by with one of our favorite segments.
Yes, he is. Jaden, take it away.
Thanks so much, Aubrey and Elena. I am Jaden Lopez, a senior from Estacado, and are you ready to discover the trending news from around the world? Because I am tuned in and ready to bring you all the news. And so, let's get into it. Take a look at a harrowing air rescue that took place near San Francisco's Golden Gate Bridge. CHP air rescue operations took flight after an elderly man reportedly fell roughly 90 feet from a cliff overlooking Golden Gate. The man was able to make a call for help from a cell phone, which helped lead rescuers to his position on the rocky hillside. A technician was lowered in and hoisted the man from hard-to-reach terrain. He was transferred and treated from injuries thanks to this helping hand from above. From a rescue near one tourist trap to a free-falling flyby of another. After flying a paraglider nearly 2,000 feet above a gorged German base jumper, and skydiver Max Manow dropped into a spectacular Red Bull-sponsored wingsuit flight and buzzed by the majestic Neuschwanstein Castle, a fairy tale fortress in the Bavarian Alps. The view was to die for. But don't worry, Manow landed safely, saying he was pleased to enjoy the landmark from a whole new perspective. That's what led Arkansas rookie cop Nathan Swindle on his first hot pursuit, in which an escaped chicken evaded him for nearly 5 hilarious minutes. Swindle seemed to get a kick out of the exercise, but when the Bolton bird darted under the car, the officer cried foul.
Oh, bruh, no.
He eventually nabbed his suspect and got a new nickname for his troubles.
My nickname's been Rooster since Sunday.
Hey, at least he can cross-country fried chicken chase off his bucket list. Kansas City Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce is trending after Taylor Swift sat in his box during Sunday's game. Swift's attendance brought an unexpected spike in Kelce's jersey sales online. On Sunday, Kelce was one of the top 5 selling NFL players after a nearly 400% spike in sales. Across Fanatics' websites, Kelce and Swift are rumored to be dating, although neither of them have confirmed nor denied the rumors. Speaking of football and musicians, it's one of the biggest music shows of the year. We are talking about the big Super Bowl halftime show, which we now know will be featuring Usher. This past Sunday, the National Football League and Apple Music confirmed that Usher will be headlining Super Bowl 58. Talk about a doggone good time, and a historic one to boot. On Sunday, Paramount Pictures' Best Friends Animal Society and Street Food Cinema invited families with dogs to come see Paw Patrol, the mighty movie. 219 dogs and their owners came to see Chase, Rocky, Sky, and the rest of the animated canines in Los Angeles' Griffith Park. That was enough to set a Guinness World Record for most dogs attending a film screening.
Thanks so much, Jaden.
Yes, now Ookie Spooky October is coming up fast, and I'm hoping that the weather will cool down a lot.
I know, but I wouldn't bet on it. Let's head over to Lincoln Oglesby. Lincoln, will it cool down soon?
Thanks so much, y'all. Like you both said, I'm Lincoln Oglesby, a junior at Monterey High, and welcome into Lubbock ISD Today's weather segment. It might cool down a bit, guys. It looks like it's going to be pretty mild this week with highs in the 80s and lows in the 60s. And for game day forecast today, Friday the 29th, is looking to be partly cloudy, and where the sun goes down, it's going to be a cool 67 degrees with 16 mile-per-hour winds. It's perfect weather for me, but for some, bring a light jacket. It might be a little cold. Let's go to our favorite part of the week, aka the weekend. If you were wanting an opportunity to stay indoors and do nothing, the weather might be the best excuse. Starting on Monday of next week, it will be in the upper 80s all weekend, but a chance of rain on Saturday is low. So if you want to go to the South Plains Fair, Saturday is the day to go. But after that, chances of rain will gradually build up as we get to Sunday and into Monday. But for the weekend, the clouds will start rolling in on Sunday night with a 25% chance of rain in the evening. But as we look at our 7-day forecast, you will see nothing but a chance of rain Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. We have 50% chance of more rain. We will have scattered showers for 3 days, and after that, the showers will be spotty on Thursday and Friday. So let's recap the weekend ahead and bring a jacket to the game this weekend. Get on out Saturday because it might be the best day to enjoy the great outdoors. Because of the smell of the rain is on the horizon, and I absolutely love it. Don't y'all?
You do love to hear it. I love rain.
Me too. Thanks so much for the weather, Lincoln. I guess we'll have to see what October holds.
Right. It's already started off with a big bang.
For sure. And still to come on this edition of Lubbock ISD Today, we keep it real with Mr. Ward. What does he have for us this week? We'll just have to wait and see.
But first, we head on over with sports with Sierra on Gameplay.
So stick with us. We'll have more coming up after this second break.
Today we are forcing our anchors to think on the spot. Being able to ad-lib is a vital key for our anchors in case anything goes wrong. Recently, we pushed this to the extreme.
All right, anchors, we are going live.
But there's nothing on the teleprompter.
What are we supposed to do? We can't debut a new show without scripts.
Going live in 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to LISD Today.
Now let's toss it to the weather.
Nothing to report on weather.
Toss to sports?
Nothing on sports.
Well, that concludes our show.
Thanks for watching, I think.
They'll get better at it. Sorry. Usually I'd have something clever to say, but there's nothing on the script.
You know, it's no secret Naomi loves her headphones, but sometimes it can kind of get in the way.
Naomi. 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 Naomi! What are you listening to?
I guess we'll never know what she's really listening to.
Lubbock High, Monterey, Coronado, and Estacado. All of them are perennial playoff contenders, wreaking havoc to every name on their schedule.
Oh, what a ball! What a score!
Elite? Yeah. A tradition of winning? But when did that tradition start? Was it the state championships that laid the foundation? The district titles that come on an annual basis? Or none of that at all? Maybe it's something more. And tonight, we are going to find out because the Boys of Fall are back. Presented by Lubbock ISD TV.
Welcome into Gameplay. I'm Sierra Davila, a junior from Lubbock High, and I'm bringing you this week's sports news. They say to take a victory lap, and one senior from Lubbock High School will be taking quite a few of them in the pool. This week, Jacob Byers committed to swim for Oklahoma Christian University in the fall. His sister Laura is already in the program, and we are excited to see another Byers enter the world of college swimming. Best of luck to Jacob. Overall, Lubbock Swimming and Diving had a very successful weekend in Frisco. The Lubbock High School men's team took first, and Coronado's men took team 8th. The Lubbock High School women took second, and the Coronado women took 12th. The Estacado Matadors had a women's relay for the first time in over a decade. We look forward to the records to come from this team. We also like to congratulate head diving coach Allison Kreitz. Every male diver scored at this meet, the first with Kreitz as head coach. Kreitz was a diver in the LISD program during high school. We are so grateful grateful that she has returned to our LISD family. And over the cross-country teams from all over the state came to Lubbock from the past weekend to complete the Lubbock ISD Invitational, and boy did our team show up. And the team results, Lubbock High gets 3rd overall with 107 points, while Monterey finished 4th with 131 points. And in the girls' race, Monterey claimed 2nd place with 109 points. Congrats to all of our runners that competed in the tough 5,000-meter race out at May Simmons Park. And over to our volleyball report. Our teams are in the heart of district play, and so this is where they want to be playing their best volleyball at the right time. And we start in the District 4, 5A, and our teams are still clumped in the 4, 5, and 7 areas of the standings. As you can see, we are still early on the district play, and you can see a lot of have been in the standings. And in 4-8 rankings, the Estacado Lady Matadors are 1-1, and in the 16 district, absolutely every game is so important. We're excited to see how the Lady Mats do in the upcoming weeks in district play. And finally, let's head over to the Gridiron. Both the Westerners and the Plainsmen are on their bye week, and this week they will be back in action next week. But for tonight, the Estacado Matadors are in Sweetwater and will face off against them in the famous Mustang Bowl. And then our home game tonight, we have the Coronado Mustangs host the Lubbock Cooper Pirates. Kickoff at the game is at 7 p.m. Of course, you can watch the game on Lubbock ISD YouTube channel. That should be a great broadcast tonight.
Yeah, I know you can learn a lot from broadcasting sports.
For sure, it's a great way for our students to gain real experience in the field, but we know you'll be watching over them.
We'd never miss it. Thank you, Sierra.
You bet.
And still to come on this episode of Lubbock ISD Today, it is coming to a close.
It is, sadly, but don't tune out just yet. After this short pause, we'll have our grand finale.
Stay tuned.
I'm really excited. We're gonna work on our first LAISD Today show. It's gonna be super good. I'm so excited to work with everybody. Everybody's gonna do awesome.
The show starts in 5 minutes. Hurry up! Faster, faster! Come on, go! Back and forth! You jump over, you idiot!
You know what? If Dudley's gonna yell at us, let's go check out the script he's been working on.
Yeah. Only 5 words?
I can explain. I only had...
Welcome to Lubbock ISD Today!
Ever since the FIFA World Cup back in December, we've been really interested in soccer. But with that, we've seen a rise in some injuries.
Did you see that new episode of Bill and the Bulldogs last night? It was crazy. My ankle! No, my ankle, please! I can't work for days, weeks.
Come on, Micah, get up.
I bumped your shoulder. How did your ankle hurt? My ankle! My ankle! He's fine.
Man, I really want some more struggle candy.
Julius, what are you doing?
Welcome back to Lubbock ISD Today. We hope you enjoyed our 4th edition of the show. I'm not sure if you've noticed, but we've added new elements to our show every week, and it's because of our students, rather, your students' hard work. But today on Keeping It Real, I want to talk about what we did this week. I took all of our second-year students out to the South Plains Fair for the 2nd straight year. The goal of this trip is a couple of things. One is to get our students real-world experience where they have to go find a story and communicate with people to get those stories. 2, this was kind of competition prep for us because when we go to our national competition in March, we'll put our students in these situations a lot like it, where they have a ton of people everywhere and it's up to the student reporter to find the perfect story. For me, it was really cool to see our students in action, watching them be real journalists, and I'm excited to see what they turn in, and you should be too, because we see those stories starting next week right here on Lubbock ISD Today. Now it's me, Mr. Ward, keeping it real, only on Lubbock ISD Today. I'll send it back to our team of 4 at the desk.
Mr. Ward, and we want to thank you so much for tuning in to our 4th edition of Lubbock ISD Today.
We'll be back next week bringing you more stories from across Lubbock ISD.
And we can't wait for that. But don't forget to follow our social media platforms for more amazing stories.
And we'll catch you next time on the next episode of Lubbock ISD Today. Technical Director, Jaden Lopez. Pro Presenter is Sarah Rose. Floor Manager and Camera 1, James Pennington. Camera 2 and Jib Operator, Diego Molinar. Teleprompter and Executive Producer, Alana Patrick. And at the desk, Alina Lucero. And myself, Aubrey Noble. Weather with Lincoln Oglesby. Tuned in with Jaden Lopez. And Sports with Sierra Davila.
This has been a production of the students and staff at Lubbock ISD TV.